in an instant like that. How we, and then 2 steps back.
Are you ready? Yeah. I'm excited. I actually can't see myself because I'm so blind. Can you see some? Not really. Welcome to a new video. We are going to film today a whole massive London Q&A video all about the stuff you guys want to know, all the like juicy nitty gritty details, and I've got Alice.
Hello.
Who we've been literally best friends for like years and years and years, and then we moved to London at a similar time. Both went into flat shares and then eventually managed to move in together. That was always our plan, but COVID. Just jump straight into the questions. You guys asked loads of questions, which is good, always good. Do either of you socialise with anyone you work with in London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
I only socialise I work with properly with one person, with Fran, because in my company it's mostly older people.
Yeah.
Whereas Alice.
Yeah, I started with a lot of other graduates, like the same age.
I'm so jealous.
So, yeah, like go to the pub every Friday, and well, not now, but we did go to the pub every Friday.
Yeah.
Before.
I feel like that's what
nice.
you probably expect from a graduate job.
Yeah.
But I guess like when I got my job, it wasn't actually like a graduate job. It was just a job, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't like a scheme or anything. So it's a lot different to yours.
Yeah, it's like I do an accountancy qualification. Obviously, there's like a lot of people, graduates doing that.
Is it worth the hype?
Yeah.
Yes.
In normal times, and you're not paying extortionate rent for sitting in your flat.
Yeah, me and Alex were literally saying the other day, we are literally paying right now to not even live the London life. We're just paying extortionate rent just to live in a flat.
But it'll be worth it when we sit out the other side again. Like even
summer.
But even in like tier 2, it was worth it.
Yeah, we actually had a good time, to be
Yeah.
fair. It's so worth it. So worth the money. So
Yeah,
worth
'cause it's like it's just a different experience to what you'd get in any other city in England.
Literally. Like obviously I'm sure some of them are just as good, but it's my favourite place.
It's different. It's just like a bubble.
Yeah, agreed. Is Alice studying ACCA or CIMA?
I'm studying the ACA.
Obviously,
so
I have no idea what this means,
but the ACA, which is the ICAW one.
Yeah, for you accountants out there, you'll understand what that means. I'm like, what? Where are the best nights out in London?
Clapham Junction.
Oh my god, what I'd do to just...
Adventure bar.
Me and Alice just used to live in an adventure bar.
Yeah.
There's 2, one in Clapham Junction and one in Clapham High Street, and they're just the best.
Yeah, literally.
Anywhere else? Shoreditch.
Yeah. I like Soho as well.
Oh,
for
I've not been out there.
bars.
What are they like? Is it just like a good... I imagine it's just like a good time, good music.
There's loads of range.
I thought you were going to say raves there.
No, just a range of stuff. Like, yeah, just like cool bars. / some like gay bars that are actually quite fun.
Yeah, but I do feel like if you're like starting out in London, Clapham Junction is a good area because it's full of young people. It's pretty obvious where to go because it's where I don't know. I just think, and it's not too overwhelming.
Yeah.
I feel like compared to Soho, it's like bars. The Ship. You heard of the Ship?
Is that in London?
Yeah, that's a really good night out because they play music. They sometimes have a live DJ sometimes, and it's literally like on the river next to the Thames, and everyone there is young as well. It's such a good night out. Oh, next question. Let's get a bit of a more juicy one.
Okay.
A juicy one. Oh, how did you have the conversation about one person paying more than the other? We didn't really have a conversation. It just like. I don't know. It kind of just made sense, like in our situations, and I think you literally said it to me, and I was like, yes,
Yeah.
Like it wasn't awkward.
Yeah.
But I can see why some people might feel awkward about like suggesting it. I guess if you don't like, if you're moving in with someone you're not that close to.
Yeah.
But I think as long as you're saying it in like a fair way, and it works out for both of you, then there should be no problem.
I think because it's like if you know the other person would kind of want to do it as well. Like they may not have thought about it, but if you think it's better off for them.
Yeah, exactly. So
it
wasn't really.
Yeah, like if you're thinking it, then most likely whoever you're going to move in with, like, will be thinking it as well.
Yeah, I agree. Worst, weirdest thing you've witnessed on the tube?
I can't probably
I think just like crackheads doing crackhead things.
just people like singing really loudly, like saying stupid
and
stuff.
asking for money.
Like,
we've seen someone graffiti on the street.
actually, I have seen someone really, really drunk once, and he was like falling all over the place. He had like he had like 2 bags full of bottles of wine. And this woman was trying to like calm him down, and he fell out the door while it was closing, and it was very dramatic. And then he just like, the door's obviously open again, and he just fell onto the platform. And we were like, okay.
Yeah, getting stuck in the tube doors is not a pleasant experience. That happened to me when I was with Alice. I think, were we drunk?
No. It's when we go to Brixton.
So I wasn't even drunk.
Yeah.
So I've got no excuse. And it's not the nicest experience ever, to kind of shock me. There's loads of questions saying, is it really worth it? Me and my bestie are desperate to move to London ASAP. Yes.
Yeah.
I always tell people just take the risk of moving because it's so worth it.
Like I get some people don't want to live in London.
Yeah,
they know
same.
that, but if you're even thinking about it,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, just, I'd say the one tip is try and have a bit of money behind you.
Yeah.
Because I personally didn't, because I didn't even think about it. I moved so quick. But it's so worth it.
Yeah, it's so worth it.
Oh, especially if you can live with like your friend, it's so good.
Yeah.
It makes life a lot better. Random one, but which type of pods does your coffee machine take? It's the Dolce Gusto pods, right?
Yeah.
No rent to expect in London.
I mean, there's not such a thing as a low rent.
But I mean, there must be, but in a shithole.
When I was like first looking at flat shares, probably the lowest I saw was like £650.
Yeah, same.
And like some of them looked kind of alright, but
that was flat shares, not like your own place.
Yeah, your own place. You're not going to be paying less than £1,500 for a 2-bed.
I don't think so, really.
No.
Unless it's maybe actually vile.
Yeah.
Or in like the worst location
or like
ever.
quite far out. I think you've just got to kind of accept that you're not going to be saving money at the same time for a while, unless you're
Definitely,
on like
that's so
a lot
true.
of money.
Yeah. I don't save anything. Should I move to London if I literally don't know anyone who lives there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so as well.
You just meet people everywhere.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I knew a few uni friends.
Yeah.
So I didn't come not knowing anyone.
But there was like so much to do there.
No.
So it's like,
But
so you kind of basically did it.
yeah.
It is worth it.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, someone you know will move there as well.
100%. Yeah, because
And
when
you
I
make
first
friends.
moved, like Amy, to be fair, only found out about a week later.
Yeah, we found out at such similar times.
But yeah, I just found that like if a couple of people from school I knew moved here,
yeah.
and
then you make friends.
you make friends
Work
like
friends.
whether it's not even through work, just
Yeah.
you just meet people in like the weirdest situations.
Literally,
I think.
like I've met people through social media and everything. Like you just make London's just a sociable place.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about not meeting people because you actually will, no matter what.
Like as long as you reach out to people, you'll always meet people. Like find someone.
Yeah.
Even if it's like going to a gym class, you'll probably meet someone.
You just got to make the effort with people, and everyone in London is in the same situation as well. Like most people, not most people, but thousands of people here are like young, looking for friends.
Yeah.
So
And like if you move
do
into,
it.
like if you move into a
Do it.
flat share,
Yeah.
you might find someone.
At what stage is Alice at in her accounting qualifications? I've just started at a firm.
Oh. So I've just passed all the professional level. So I've just got 3 exams left.
Get your champagne out. I've got any left. Yeah, that literally just happened recently as well. So she's a very happy,
So
very
I've
happy
got
little
about
accountant.
a year and a half left of my training contract, but only 3 exams.
How mad? Then you'll actually be out there in the world, being an accountant.
Yeah. I feel like that's when
doing
real
your
life
thing.
starts.
Yeah.
This is still just like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
It's kind of uni point 2.
It's actually kind of true. Yeah. Oh, looking at a placement in London for next year. Do I rent or commute 1 hour 45? That's quite a long
That's so long
commute.
way. But I mean, I've known people at work that commuted like 2 hours a day.
Really?
But the thing is, they didn't really. I don't know why they did it because they didn't save any money. If you buy a season ticket for the train, it often costs just as much.
That's
as
what
rent.
I think. Like rent, I'd say, or get a flat share. Look at one that's like a cheap alternative.
Yeah.
Because 1 hour, I'd be so tired though.
Yeah.
Because that is like taking a massive chunk out of your morning and your evening, and then you'd go again the next day.
Yeah.
I personally couldn't.
I think if you live in a place like London, you kind of want more of the experience of living in London as well.
Yeah, I really agree with that. I feel like if you're doing anything to do with London, just move in, do it properly, and you won't regret it, even if it takes some settling in time. Just stay with it. I need some more Prosecco. 1 second.
I just saw one when I was like, doing trainings, like, have you broken up with your boyfriend?
Oh yeah, I know.
Like, what's happened to London?
I told you about that earlier. I was like, what? It's funny it doesn't ever post it,
but like, you're in lockdown.
I know. Have you ever been followed or harassed by men in public?
Yeah.
In London? Yes.
Yeah.
Talking of the topic today, you guys might have seen I put some Instagram stories on. Oh, I was actually fuming on a walk. I was literally, did you see my Instagram stories?
Yeah.
My blood was actually like boiling. You know when your rage comes over you? Because it was only a small thing, like just this group of men like staring. It's not a small thing actually, like they shouldn't do it. And I literally made a face at them like, what are you looking at? And they just carried on staring, and then I put those Instagram stories having a rant about how it just happens to girls every single day. Like literally there's not one time when I leave the house and I don't feel like uncomfortable stairs. You know what I mean?
Even if it's like someone threw a car.
Yeah.
Just
like, and you can sense it, can't you? And I think like we're obviously really aware of it, but it's just horrible.
Yeah.
And then the reason why I was so mad today was because after I put those Instagram stories up, I was walking back from my walk with Ellen, and then this van pulled up next to me, full of men, and guess what they said? Smile, darling, or they said like, smile, beautiful.
That is the word.
Like, all you girls watching will know that when a boy tells you to smile, it's actually just like
50-year-old.
And I actually showered fuck off at them.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing, like, I'm gonna, unless it's in a situation where I could get killed, I'm gonna start saying things, because their faces are like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it happens like, daily.
I think London's quite bad for a car now. I think compared to up north, I feel so much more comfortable around. Do you?
I can't really remember. I mean, to be fair though, like, where we're from, you never see anyone anyway.
True, but even like comparing, let's say, to uni and stuff, I don't know, I would never feel as uncomfortable as I do. Not that I feel unsafe, because I don't feel unsafe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone's going to attack me.
Yeah, there have been times when I have felt safe when I've been alone.
Yeah. I know same, but not on the regular.
No.
I think that people have a big fear that London's really unsafe, and that's what puts off a lot of young girls moving here, but I don't often feel unsafe.
Obviously just don't walk anywhere in the dark alone,
just be
like late
careful.
at night, but like you're not going to do that anyway.
No. Oh my god, it is on! We could watch it on +1.
Yeah. Oh, extra.
Oh, that's so annoying. Why don't they play it every night? How long does it take to adjust how expensive everything is in London? I'm used to it now.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
it's gradual.
Yeah. Like I remember the first few times I went out, like on a Friday after work, I'd wake up and look at bank the next day and just think, why did I spend about 5 times the amount that I used to spend at uni? But it just, you get used to it.
Like now I expect to go on that out and spend a mortgage.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't shock me as much as when I first moved here.
Yeah.
And
you just have to accept it and just like kind of set a budget every month and stick to it and you'll be alright. Yeah.
It's a bit of a shock. It is a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Especially if you're moving from up north.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're moving from like a more pricey area anyway, but everything up north is cheaper.
Yeah.
I'd say. Where we went to uni was really cheap. Yeah. Someone says, finances, ! Is it possible on a startup graduate wage to live in London? Yeah. I'm on a pretty low wage, to be honest, for the general London salary rate, and I make it work, so yeah. You've just got to do a bit of preening with your money. I'd say don't go below 21 grand.
Yeah.
I don't really know how people could do on less than that, to be fair. Unless you literally did nothing with your life.
Yeah. But if you want it, then
I guess, yeah. It might be a bit depressing for a few months until you get a pay rise.
Yeah.
But did you feel pressure to move out of home? I'm 24 and still feel behind because I'm at home. No.
I mean,
because we moved out quite soon.
We moved also. We
moved
moved
to
out
21.
pretty much as soon as after we'd been at uni. So
Yeah.
we only had a few months left at home.
We were 21 right when we moved to London.
Yeah.
And I feel like we couldn't have done it much earlier, really.
No, we couldn't have done too at uni.
You're 24, it's fine. Like, I feel like, sorry, I just got a Prosecco, but everyone right now is like behind in some way.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
for me, I'm behind in my career. Like, I would have got a promotion by now, hopefully be on a bigger salary, but because of COVID, it's not happened. So I feel like a lot of people are taking the hit from COVID, so don't worry about it.
Because 24 is not old.
No. I think just use the time to save some money.
Yeah.
Like,
And then also, you'll be buying your house a lot sooner than everyone renting. So
yeah.
in a few years' time, you look at everyone that's rented.
Yeah, like a lot of mine are friends, like they still live at home, and it's literally fine because they've got the perk of saving money that maybe we don't have as such living in our own flat. So there's always pros and cons to every situation. What to look out for when you're finding a flat share?
I think we were both in the situation where we just needed to find somewhere to move.
Like quick.
I think I did go to look at a few places, and I walked into one I did, I just kind of thought, okay, I'll be happy living here.
Sorry guys, the memory card cut out. Flat share.
Yeah, I think just whatever you want to prioritise.
I think you get a vibe for somewhere. I viewed a few where I walked in like absolutely not, this is not for me, like a bit weird. I just got weird vibes. And then obviously you guys know, well if you watch my like story time video about my old flat share, you know what happened. And it was like a nice place to live and everything, but obviously the situation was not ideal.
Yeah.
With a married couple. Your flat share was alright, wasn't it?
Like when I first, the estate agent guy kind of lied, but as they all do, fluffed the truth a bit, because they said like,
what?
they just said like different, basically he said that just, said who lived there, what age they were, what job they did. When I moved in there, like quite a few couples.
What, you didn't know about the couples?
No, I didn't know the couples, because the guy said, they all cook together, and then when I moved in, they cooked together because they were in couples. So,
sneaky.
But they were all really nice in the end.
You didn't have any bad experiences, really, did you?
No, it was annoying though because like the people when I first moved in were all really nice, I got along with them, and then COVID happened, went home for a few months, came back and they were all just really annoying. And I couldn't wait to get out.
One of the girls next door to Alice just hoovered her whole life away.
Oh yeah, she honestly hoovered like
just hoovered
every hour of the day. I was working, just like stop it.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
Maybe she had OCD or something. Because
yeah, and they'd like her and her boyfriend, they'd like stay up chatting and laughing all night. And
how dare they laugh?
And like other stuff.
No.
I just basically say like maybe don't live with couples, to be honest.
That's both our takeaway from the situation.
Yeah.
Like don't live with couples because it can get weird.
Yeah.
How much do bills cost? They cost us about £100.
Yeah.
Which is pretty decent, I think. That's including Wi-Fi, water, gas, energy, or is that electricity? I don't know what this means. And that's it.
And council tax.
Oh, and council tax. So all of that, I think for London is quite a good price, really.
Yeah.
But we have one of these annoying meter things where you have to go and top them up, because the people previous to us put it in without asking the estate agents and the landlords, so we have to go to Tesco top bar. Room electricity, which is kind of annoying. But which are the most social areas of London? You could reel off the list.
I think like everywhere, to be honest, is probably quite social.
Everywhere's sick. Everywhere you go is really good. Where we live, it's just like a little part of London near Clapham Junction, but it's just got loads of cute little bars, independent restaurants, shops. Like it just, I cannot wait for things to open. Someone's asked, I don't know if you guys would have heard us before talking about it, but someone's asked, have you broken up with your boyfriend? No, I have not. Just to clear that one up, nothing to do with London, but no. What is it like making new friends in London? I feel like this question's really asked a lot. So the best ways to make friends: work, nights out.
Yeah.
I mean, for people like me, social media, maybe not. You probably wouldn't use social media, would you?
No. If I posted more pictures, then maybe.
Yeah.
But
there's a really good. It's called Gals Who Graduate, and Bronte King runs it, and you can meet people through that. It's a Facebook group and a Instagram group, so that's a good one to look for. Again, there's probably Facebook groups, a lot more Facebook groups out there to find people who have just moved to London. Gyms. Honestly, everyone in London, in like clubs and restaurants and bars, is so chatty and pubs.
Yeah.
So I'd say just go to the pubs because everyone's so chatty and forward. Do you think?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Especially the boys.
Yeah.
They've got no fear.
No, they don't. You'll make friends.
Yeah, literally. Walk out to the street, you'll make friends, so just don't worry about it. But yeah, I think that's all the questions. I hope we answered some good ones. I think pretty much answered all of them, to be fair. Yeah, that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video with Liel Brown, and let us know what else you want us to film. This is Alice's literal first video, just with. To be fair, we did a stay out shot it like 2 years ago.
Yeah. No, more than 2. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah.
The Christmas before we finished uni. So 2 years. 2 years ago, that's mad. 2 years this year since we left uni. That was Alice's first sit down video, was it?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I've only ever been in it when I've been like actually drunk.
Yeah, like in the vlogs, normal vlogs. Or in the flat vlogs, to be fair. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow Alice Brown on Instagram, you probably don't want to.
I have about 8 photos, all from 2012.
We're literally opposites on Instagram, yeah, go follow her. And yeah, we'll see you very soon in the next video.
Bye!